it is not your imagination, folks. Fighting is on the increase in the NHL. Fighting majors up 30% over last year. In fact, it's the most in 11 years. And my first question to you two, and feel free to drop the gloves at any time. Is this a good thing or a bad thing for hockey?
I think it's great. And what I like the most is players are policing themselves. They're getting out if someone takes liberties against one of your own teammates, if it's a questionable hit like that one by Alex Burrows, you're going to pay a price. Jason Arnott comes in, throws some punches, heavy punches. He has some teammates jumping in right after. I love this part of the game of hockey. The Boston Bruins, a big reason why they've been so successful this year is because if a star player gets hit, they've got Chara coming, they've got Lucic coming, they've got Thornton coming. They are a team tough hockey club, and it's a big reason why they've been so successful.
Jonesy, I'm for fighting too. I have no problem with fighting being in the game, but there has to be lines drawn. I think absolutely there is intimidation in the game. You look at the Detroit Red Wings, who are known as a non-fighting team, but over the last couple of years and when they won the Cup, they did bring guys back in. They had Downey, they brought McCarty back. Those guys they needed in order to answer a toughness factor. But what I hate is when guys just square off at the beginning of the game or the beginning of a period for no apparent reason, just because they feel like it, or maybe just say, hey, you want to go. To me, that doesn't do anything for it. It gets too many fights. There's a tactical issue that's involved sometimes. If you need a momentum swing, yes, I can understand a fight happening, though I think that's overdone sometimes. But this stuff is just dropping it at the beginning of a period is
I love it because it's entertaining. I do love that part, and the fans rise out of their seats.
Okay, but 30% is a monstrous number. It begs an explanation. Why?
Well, I think that if you look at the last couple of years, when Anaheim won the Cup especially, Anaheim was the biggest, toughest, most fighting team in the league, and they won the Stanley Cup. Other teams, especially in the West, and you can follow it through to this year, 11 of the top 14 fighting team this year are all in the West. I think that's still residual from trying to play against Anaheim.
The biggest reason to me is the fact that the instigator penalty is not called as often as it was. When it came into the league in 86, 87, 19% of the fights included an instigator penalty. Now, 3%. That started last year, folks, and it's continuing. You step up and jump in for your teammate. You're not going to be penalized for it. You're not going to be suspended. Way to go, guys.
I
love it.
I like that.
All right, very good. And I'm very proud of both of you for keeping it civil. Very proud of you.
I like the guy, actually. Sometimes.
Sure. Be right back. Sure.